that before? Good human being. Single person. Good human being. Single girl, single boy, man, good father, good mother. And they put all of those ayahs and all of those ahadith together, because there are so many for individuals. And they say, you know what, see? The Prophet ﷺ says that. See? Allah Azza wa Jal says that. See? And all of a sudden, you and I detach ourselves. And we go further and further, like the Brownian motion. We're just wandering, and every man for his wife and kids only. I am such an amazing Muslim that my mom can vouch for it. Such an awesome, awesome man that my wife will tell you. Okay? Even though common sense brews in me, and every day I think, oh no, my wife thinks that I'm an amazing Muslim, but Palestinians think I'm not. That's common sense. Because if Pakistanis were going through what Palestinians were going through, I would have blamed the Sudanese and the Somalians and the Arabs and the Indonesians as well. Like, what the hell are you guys doing? Just watching? Or you were just protesting placards? Do you think that's going to save my daughter? Your placard in Jakarta is not going to save my daughter. So that was common sense. That's not rocket science. But you know what? We actually believe that our job is to just pray. Because that's it's good Samaritans. That's it. We're done. That's the pinnacle of human beings, of current version of Islam. So, whenever you're going to hear a Muslim cleric, ever, in Australia to Miami, to Florida, to California, that's the other end, right? To Alaska, any Muslim, and you ask him, I know that you want me to be a good person, but tell me what is the purpose of Islam? And he will literally tell you, do not come up with something new. Do not come up with something new. Such a basic question, and no one's going to be able to answer this. What is the purpose of Islam? Like, I know what the purpose of a Muslim is. What is the purpose of Islam? Have you never thought about this question? I mean, the most important question. What is, okay, Islam? Islam is from Allah Azza wa Jalla. Okay, what is the purpose? What do you want us to do? No, there is no us. We just want to be, connected to Allah Azza wa Jalla. Single man, like, those data points. Single man, 7 billion people, 7 billion lines going to Allah Azza wa Jalla. That is what the current manifestation of Islamic philosophies. We call it the current understanding of Islam, or the current definition. So that split us not into from one center to, you know how many? 7 billion centers. And that's not something that Muslims came up with. Every human being did this. Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Quran says, there's a word for it. The biggest sin, not just any word. What is the biggest sin in Islam? Shirk is for the individual. Okay? Shirk is for the individual. That's the biggest thing you could possibly do. Why? Because human beings can think. The worst thing you can do in Islam is taghut. And most 99% of Pakistan, I'll take a sample right now. Like 600 people sitting here. Who knows what taghut actually means? Listen to me. This is the most important thing. It's my akhirah, your akhirah dependent on it. The biggest sin in Islam is taghut. Why have we not heard this word before? Taghut. With a toy, alif, ghain, waw, ta, taghut. How can other powers be my sin? No. Hold on, it's all right. See, it's okay. The sample is from the population. I came from Pakistan. Nobody knows about this. Simple. It's a very simple. If it were complicated, it wouldn't be such a big sin. It would have been only for philosophers. Taghut is simple. Man who makes his own policies. That's taghut. Simple. You make your own policy now? Okay, you calling yourself God? Yeah. That's not shirk. Shirk is to be obedient to some gods. Taghut is not obedient to any God. I am God. I'll tell you the translation. I've got the best translation of Taghut in Toronto. Actually, came from America. You know the finest translation of Taghut is? The American Dream. Think about it. What is the American Dream? Why did you come to Australia? Should be my first question, eh? Why did you come to Australia? What were you thinking?